Hello and welcome to our Kahoot tutorial session. Today I just want to run through the basics of Kahoot and maybe give you some tips and pointers on what to be able to make the Kahoot a wonderful Web 2.0 tool for your class. Right now, if you want to be able to sign up, then you would go to getkahoot.com and then click down here at the bottom to get my free account. Now, you would select what role you are and then be able to insert your username, email address, and password. Since I already have an account, I'm going to go ahead and sign in so that way I can show you what the Kahoot dashboard looks like. Now on the Kahoot dashboard, you're going to have the option to be able to choose between three different types of Kahoot quizzes that you can make. You can make a quiz, a discussion, or a survey, and just for engagement's sake, I love to be able to create quizzes. So the quizzes the kids love, I'm going to go ahead and title it. And then after you title it, then you just go ahead and click on Go. Now, this is where you'd be able to add in any type of question that you would like. You'll see that they can change them to points questions. You can also change the timings of them, and in changing the timings of them, it depends on how many answer your choices you have, how long your answer choices may be, and same thing with your questions. Here's where you'll be able to either add or subtract your answer choices. 4 is your max, and then obviously 2 would be the least amount of answer choices that you can have. I would recommend to be able to have a place to where you would have your question and answers to where you can get to them easily. I have a study stack right here, so I'm going to copy it from my study stack, and I'm going to go in and be able to paste my question. I want it as a points question, how I have it at 36, and then I'll be able to choose a file, and so I can choose any kind of picture file that I would want to be able to add, and then I'm going to add some options. And as I add my options, down here you can see where it says incorrect or correct. I'm going to go ahead and select incorrect for the one that I know would be the correct answer, so that way I can change it as the icon down here at the bottom. Now, if you have multiple questions, you can delete a question. You can also go in and add a question, and that's just basically how easy and simple to be able to set up Kahoot. I'm going to go ahead and click on Next for my settings, and I'm going to adjust my settings. Well, obviously I've got one question, it's super easy, and it's only got 2 answer choices, so I'm going to set it on beginner. I can also select which language that I would like. I'm going to leave mine on public just in case anybody else wants to search through and find them, and hopefully you think it's as fun as my students do. My primary audience, I can also set in a description and tag it for easy search optimization. Right here, I'm going to set a cover image so that way they can see something as soon as they log in and I launch my game. Click on Done, and now I'm ready to be able to play. It's that easy and that simple. You can share it with anybody if you would like, especially if you're team teaching. I'm going to go ahead and click on Preview, and this is what the students will be able to see. This is what, over here on the left-hand side, this is what will be posted on your board or projector that you may have. And then over here on the right-hand side, this is what the students will see when they go to kahoot.it. So I'm going to set some of these games, and so normally game settings, and on these game settings, I normally choose to show the pin throughout, so that way anybody can join in late, and also like the lobby music as well. Randomizing the questions is great, especially if you're playing the same quiz back to back. And then you would click on Launch. Then this is what the students will see, or audience may see to be able to participate. They're going to go to kahoot.it, Kahoot it, and then as they go in, they're going to load in on their game pin, and when they enter in the game pin and click on Enter, they'll have the option to be able to choose a nickname. For posterity's sake, let's go ahead and make it quick, but the students do come up with fun ones. And now, since it's the only person, I'm going to go ahead and join in. Depending on what kind of picture that you may have, it depends on how it sizes it there on the start screen, but you will see that it has the timer over here. I could actually just skip through it and see how many people have answered it, but this is what they'll see on the screen, and this is what the students will see on their device. All they have to do is match up the symbol and the color as the same, and they want to do it as quick as they possibly can. You can get up to 1,000 points for each question, and it'll also tell them what position they're in, and if you've got multiple people playing, it'll tell you who you're right behind as well. You could end the quiz show at any time if you needed to, so say the bell rang and you need to move to next sections, then you could do that as well, or you can go ahead and just click on Next, and it'll take you to the next question. The top 5 normally show here on the board, so that way anybody can find out what position they're in and if they may be following somebody that is real close up here onto the board as well. I'm going to go ahead and click on end, and you can be able to see how many that you had correct, how many points you ended with, and be able to go on the next one. At the end, this is a way to be able to assess how well you were able to put together a Kahoot and how engaging it may be. And that way also it works in some of your searches as well. So I can say how fun it was, did I learn something, and would I recommend it to somebody, and then how do I feel after taking it. And normally that's what the students are, somewhere around a 4 or above, and they normally recommend it. And only the ones that are super competitive and they were sad they lost are the ones that normally have the sad face. So anyway, that's Kahoot in a nutshell. I hope you enjoy it, and I can't wait to hear some of the stories about how engaged your students may be. Well, have a great day.